welcome to Troopers Travels on a nice snowy day. All plans have been scuppered, but local. I think we'll go local today. Just going to show you something. You're probably aware of it. In fact, not actually done a vlog on it, but I can get as close as I can to it today. I'll just show you a bit of scenery. It's beautiful, but it's not good underfoot, is it? Just bear with me. So as you can see, it's all white over. And today, I'm going to take you to one of the, well, it's not a folly as such, it's a monument. Let's get to the end of here, I'll show you something what's linked with video. Let's get down in and bottom on here. I should put the seat on the side of there. So in theory we're going over that way, but if you look there, if I can show you that, that one there, I've been there before, that's Keppel's Column. So basically Keppel's Column will be sort of like linked on this. So we'll have to see how we go, but we're going up that way, and I think if you look, it's a bit awkward to see, let's take my glasses off, let's have a look. Just bear with me, I need to focus a bit. As you can see, that building there just above tree line. Looks like a bandstand, but it's not. So what we'll do, we'll continue down that way and we'll get to it and get information when we get near it. We're going to go near it off. I'm in Romarsh today. I had planned to go to Pontefract, but weather permitting, it's not let me do it. So we're going to go that way over there and we'll get some footage of that and explain a bit about it. So off we go. This is Old Stubbing. It's a big pit down here. When we were kids we used to stop at pit tips when we were on playing field. We used to go down at lunchtime and things. But we're all going over that side. It's a little bit slippy on this slope, but it's over there, that's where we're going anyway. Let's see if I can get a bit better shot than that. It's a bit really awkward to see. It's that bright. It's over there anyway, so that's it there. I think that's as far as I can get with it. We'll have a look at it anyway. So initially pit were that way, that was Stubbing Colliery. I will be doing a vlog about that at some stage and get some information. And obviously this path, I believe, leads up to Collier Lane, or Colliery Lane. It's all cobbled up to the top, up to, I can't forget the name of the street now it's on, Chapel Walk I think. But we're going to go into Netherhalf and then we're going to try and get as close as we can to Mausoleum. It is melting a bit to be fair, but it's very wet. This is well of waterproof boots on, isn't it? So when we get a bit closer I'll start talking about it. For the time being I'll basically get up there and get a bit nearer and then we can have a good rattle about it. So if ever you want to come to this place, obviously it's not open, I think it's open from Springbank. I just want to go for a nice walk round. You park at top of Chapel Walk, you come down to Collier Walk, I think I can show you a bit of this. And then what you do, you literally head up that way to Netherhalf. As you see that, I can't really see because it's quite bright. But just see if I can show you a bit of Collier Walk and then I'll be travelling back up that path. So that's Collier Walk. When you get a bit further up there, there's just some cobbles. It is quite steep and it's quite a bit long going up it, but we're not going that way today, we're going to go this way. There's a lot of snow melting there. But at least sun's come out. At least we can get out. plus it were flexi day bonus again. But initially I wanted to go to Pontefract. I've got plans to get up crack of dawn and get all my stuff together and do it. But weather permitting, it failed. So we will do that. And I'm also coming up Easter time will be Haworth. I'm in Haworth, Bronte country. Stopping there for 3 nights. So I should be able to show you quite a bit in them 3 days. Right, I'll just wait till I get on to the top now and then we'll give you some more information when I get near it. I'm just waffling a bit at the moment. See you in a bit. Right, there again, got Keppel's column there. That's a better view of it. Which recently I did, to be fair, when it first opened up. That's worth a visit. That's a private road, I believe. So I have to go down this bit here onto Netherhoff. And then obviously onto the fields outside of it. Lovely day, very wet and very snowy, but we can't have it always, can we? Obviously town centre's that way. I'm heading towards the estate of Wentworth. This is Netherhoff, so yeah, if you come up this way, just be careful because these lanes are pretty blind. If you're coming up here, just be careful when you're coming up. Right, we'll get onto the other side and then we'll have a look because paths are pretty narrow. Just at Netherhoff and it should appear in front of you shortly. A bit hard under 4 with on pavements. But that is what we're going to see. We have to go down, there's a public footpath down that way. And obviously you've got Keppel's column on that side again. Right, we'll make his way to that footpath. We'll see how we go. There's not a lot of road to get past this. There's a public footpath there, and we'll just follow it down. Nice little village. And then just follow this path down here. If you're here at Springbank, it's normally open to public every Sunday. I think it's between 10 and 4. But according to Wikipedia, it's temporary closed. I don't really understand that because we're open before all COVID. But I've not been since before COVID. But this is obviously part of Wentworth Estate. Had lots and lots of land. And there again we have Keppel's column. It is warming up a bit, to be fair. I've probably got too many layers on now. I don't mind the snow, but when your feet get wet, they get wet. And this continues onto public footpath. Wentworth Woodhouse that way, Keppel's column, and in front of us we should be coming to the what's known as the mausoleum to Romish people. Right, we'll get a bit closer. It's all melted. And you see it on the right hand side. To be fair, with no leaves on trees, it's showing a bit more. But when it is open, I will try and get inside. And I think it's about £2.50. I think to go in. There's not a lot there, but the building's quite impressive. So it's just a monument. See if I can get a better view for you. So as you can see, just zooming a bit. You can't actually see into that window, but I'll explain what's inside shortly. Right, get some information about this. I'm just going to see if I can get a better view for you. So, a bit more information about this place. It's known as some rumours as the Rockingham Mausoleum. It's actually the Rockingham Monument. It's in Wentworth. It's a grade 1 listed building. And I'll put postcode up at some stage when I edit video. In theory, it's a cenotaph commemorating Charles Watson Wentworth, the second Marquis of Rockingham, who was Prime Minister when he died in 1782. But it's quite a good monument, and the cut oak trees are at that side, so you could see actually house estate cut them all back when they had property. But this still belongs to them. The house is obviously with Wentworth Woodhouse Trust now. But it's quite a big building inside. It's actually, the name as memorial is known as, in fact, as a misnomer, which was obviously Charles Thomas Wentworth is actually buried in York Minster. The monument was commissioned in 1783 by William Fitzwilliam, the 4th Earl of the Fitzwilliams, who after the death of Charles Thomas Wentworth acquired the estate as his uncle had no heir. So basically he got all the land and the estate because he had got no son to carry it on. Obviously the architecture who chosen to build this Rockingham Monument were John Corey York. He'd also built the stable block for Prime Minister at Wentworth Woodhouse for Lord Rockingham himself. Building started in 1785 and I believe it took 4 years to complete this. But it's a pity I can't show you inside, but I know what's inside it anyway. I have got some pictures, so I will put some up for you. Few facts about it. Mausoleum, or rock monument as it's called. It's made of ashlar sandstone. It's 90 foot high. It's a 3-stage monument with 4 obelisk that stem there either side. Niches in the building contain 8 or 9 busts of Marquis's close friends. Obviously, so I'll be able to tell you who they are shortly. The bust inside it is Admiral Viscount Keppel. We've been to Keppel's column, so we know where that is, and we've talked about that before. Edmund Burke, Sir George Savile, Charles James Fox, the Duke of Portland John Lee, Lord John Cavendish, Frederick Montague, John Bacon and Willie Cliff have apparently, obviously they've been replaced by casts, so I don't know where they are, the original ones, but they were on there. And also not forgetting the man himself, Charles Watson Wentworth. There's a big statue in the middle of it, and all busts are all in corners, like in little alcoves. On top of it, I don't know if you can't really see it, but I'll see if I can zoom in on that for a second. Let's have a little look. So I don't know if you can see it from this bit here. There's like a, well, I can't even pronounce it. Is it a sarcophagus on top, which people obviously used to say it contained racehorse One of his favourite racehorses. Obviously that's the Whistle Jacket, what it were known as, I think, that painting. And it's surrounded by 743 iron railings made by Samuel Walker and Company. So that's what all the railings are there. And we had that conversation about Samuel L. Walker, with cannons with British Navy, I recently did. Just zoom it back out. Incidentally, them four obsoletes, they're actually west side at Woodhouse initially, but I've seen a picture it were in actually in Deer Park. So all this were Deer Park. So you went as far as Park Gate, and that were entrance to Park, Wentworth Park. So that's when I call it Park Gate. But yeah, them four initially were put here afterwards, after it were built. I'm not sure what year, but I'll just try and find that information out for you. The four obsoletes were previously stood on the west side of the Woodhouse and were put here at Mount Mausoleum or Monument in 1792. But I have got a picture from a book what a blessed an old lady who sadly passed away well, not recently, but she did pass away, bless her. But she gave me the book when I were at work, and you can actually see him in this park. It was like a 17th century drawing at park what it would look like. And them four things either side of that monument were basically in Deer Park. But yeah, it's a lovely day and it's getting warmed up now. I've got too many layers on. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed that little escapade. It's only a local one for me. But as weather were permitting, it won't let me. But you can see that. It's quite impressive, that. But I'll hopefully I'm going to actually get to go inside it and show you that. I have got some pictures, so I will get them from one of my albums and put it up, and I'll show you a monument to Charles Wentworth. It's like in House of Commons and he's like pointing his finger. But I have got an album for that. But it's just a shame it's not open. It's local. It's just a free walk. Weather could have been better, I suppose, but it's not. But hence the connection with Keppel's Column, one of his closest friends, Viscount Keppel, Admiral Keppel, and that's what that building were over there, what I showed you, and I went up them steps. So I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. If you can share it for me, please. Obviously my channel, because I am enjoying it. I have got a new GoPro today, so I'm going to get a bit of footage, and I'm going to just do a bit like I normally do with my write-ups on it. But thanks for watching, and stay safe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.